Yes, guys, welcome to our today's session. Sorry. Welcome to our today's class. Students, we are making noise, guys. Sorry. So today we are going to talk about port security. It's one of the lessons that you are going to find on chapter 10. Right? We are going to see how you can secure your ports. Right? So the whole idea is you have a switch. Your switch will have ports. How to secure your ports. You know, for every port, you can decide which devices can be plugged on that particular port. You can say, okay, these printers can only be plugged on this particular port. Right? You can say these computers can be plugged on this port. Only this computer, like alone, can be plugged on that particular port. So you are going to assign how many devices can be plugged on that particular port, right? And suppose like there is a third, there is maybe another devices or another device that is not allowed to be plugged on that particular interface. What your switch will do. Suppose like I'm not supposed to plug my computer on fast Ethernet 0/1. So if suppose like I want to plug, what the switch will do, the switch will restrict or the switch will switch down or shut down that port. This is what we are going to see like today. So the whole lesson, we are going to see how to protect our port, right? We are going to tell our port how many MAC addresses or how many devices they can accommodate. And if there is a violation, what to do, right? So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Let's say you have 4 computers here, all right? And you have your switch here, all right? And you're gonna plug. No, let me use the fast Ethernet 0/1 and fast Ethernet 0/2, fast Ethernet 0/3, and I'm going to console to the switch. So what I'm gonna do now is I would go to terminal. So I will configure port number 1, all right? So I will configure my port security on port number 1, 0/1. So on this particular port, what I'm gonna say, number 1, you have to make it an access port. This port must be an access port, right? When you make it an access port, you have to enable port securities on this particular port. Switch port, port security. So first, your interface, you make it an access port. You allowed a port security, right? Now we are done. Now what you must say, suppose like I want only 1 computer or 1 device to be plugged on that particular port, not 2, not 3. Like for this case, I want 1. You can want 2, you can want 10, you can want 100. So I'm gonna say switch port, port security. So I'm using tab. So in order to go fast. So you're gonna say switch port security maximum 1. So this command, switch port security maximum 1, means you are telling your interface fast Ethernet 0/1 that there is only one MAC address you can get. You can only allow one device to be plugged on you or to you, right? Now, let's say there is a violation, like a second person who want to plug on this particular port because we only allowed one, right? What the switch will do, this is the violation. For the violation, you only type here violation. There are 3 types of violation. Later, come and take. There are 3 types of violation. You can see here. There is protect, right? There is restrict, and there is shut down. So when there is a violation, what the switch will do? For now, I can say shut down. So when somebody is trying to plug, the switch will do what? The switch will go down. That port will go down. It will go off. Why? Because you said that previously you can only take one MAC address. And when you are done, you have to precise the MAC address of that device, the device that you're going to plug on that particular port, right? You can precise it manually, or you can do it what? Automatically, right? So your switch can learn the MAC address automatically or manually. For now, so I'm gonna say switch port, port security, MAC address sticky. Sticky means automatically, right? So the first computer that's gonna be plugged, the switch will learn about it, right? And I'm gonna press what? Enter, right? When you are done, you can do right. You can save your configuration, then you can end. When you say show run, from show run, you could see here, right? So all those configurations, they're under what? Interface, fast Ethernet 0/1, right? Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna give some IPs to those computers. Maybe this one, 192.168.1.3. One and 192.168.1.2, and you can try to ping, right? After pinging, you can go again to your switch, right? So from here, when you wanna learn about your port security, you can say show port security, right? When you say show port security, you're gonna see here which port you configured your port security. So interface 0/1. Sorry, 0/1. How many maximum allowed? You only allowed 1. The current one is only 1. There is no violation, right? And suppose like there's a violation, you're gonna shut down. The port gonna be down. So this is how you can learn about your port security. Now, let's say there's a violation, right? Let's say there's a guy here. This is a bad guy. This guy is trying to hack you guys. So these guys, oh, this color won't want to be nice. I can take another color. Let me see if there's a good one. Yeah, there is this one, right? So this guy will be trying to use the same port, right? He's trying to use the same port. Let's see what will happen. Few minutes, right? This is a violation because this port, this first Ethernet 0/1 can only learn one MAC address, right? But there's a second computer that is trying to use the same port. But according to our configurations, we said if there is a violation, the port needs to be down. Let's see what can happen, right? So if that particular port will go down, right? This is what I'm trying to say. Okay, there is no IP. Let's try first to ping, see what will happen. We can ping which one? The 168.1.3. I don't know if .3 is there, the content network. Yeah, you could see already it's red. Red, why? Because the port is down, right? According to our violation, because this computer is violating the rule. We only allowed to that particular port to accommodate one MAC address. When you go again to your terminal, when you say it again, show port security, you're gonna see that there is one violation here, right? Now, there is a way. Okay, let's first check the MAC addresses. We can also say show MAC address table, right? There is, okay, I'll try first. Okay. A conf-t. I will show you how you can add like a MAC address manually, right? We can use this one. We can make it like an access port. We can make it what we have to enable what port security. After that, we can say port security maximum maybe 2, right? Violation, maybe you can say restrict, right? MAC address a dot d dot c, right? Second MAC address, you can say maybe 333202. So this is how you can add like a MAC address to what? To your computer, to your switch, right? Sticky means dynamically, but you can precise which MAC address can be used on that particular port. Means that you go to your laptop, you're gonna get the MAC address of your network interface card. You are going to precise it here. It means this port can only accommodate this laptop. You can go to your printer, you can go to your camera, you can go to your desktop, you do the same. You take the MAC address, you precise it like this, right? So now, let me try to find an exercise for you guys. You can practice. Let me see if that exercise is here. Okay. I'm trying to look at exercise. That's a pen. I don't have it here anymore. Where is it? Port security. Check if it's here. Oh, I cannot find that exercise. Okay. Yeah, it's here. So guys, you have to practice using this exercise. So on switch number 1, you are going to allow like 3 MAC addresses. Violation, it's shut down. The type is dynamic or sticky. All right, remember, sticky. And you are going to use like 3PC, and this is the interface where you are going to apply your configurations. So for every switch, you allow like this one, like switch number 2, you're going to allow 4. Violation is protect. The type is manual, means you're going to choose your own MAC addresses. The PCs, 4 PCs, and those are the ports. So 4 exercises, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right?